if on any of these lives I showed the acorns that I had put in the refrigerator in a wet oak leaves and a little bit of dirt, but I did get and they're live oaks. Insects have done some damage to them. I forgot about them 2 or 3 times and they almost dried up and died. But they did sprout, you know. I do have oak trees off them acorns. I had a lot more of them die than made it because I had them in some other pots too, but I have these. And I do think I talked in a video about I hadn't decided whether or not I was going to put them in this tree line or what I was going to do with those oak trees. Because wherever I put them, I plan on keeping them there pretty much forever. And they're going to be for someone else to enjoy. I'll probably not, you know, I'll probably not live to see them become that big of a tree. So I want to kind of think about where they're placed for the future. This little shallow pond that I made to water the fruit trees with, I put mosquito fish in there, and then the water level dropped kind of too low for the mosquito fish, so I'm pumping water from the other pond into it, and it got so low. I did see your comment. Thank you, buddy. You know, I wish the stuff would have dumped from the dump trailer too, you know. I thought I was going to make a video where it all falls down, but then, you know, my boss is like, hey, you know, I got to get out there and help it fall. So, well, that's your question. If you're talking about, if you got another question, you can ask the other question, but if the service messed up or something and you're talking about the question in the comments, the answer is, yeah, I saw the comment and I appreciate you standing up for me. But I'm not too worried about what he said, you know. You can't make everybody happy all of the time. That's just the way it goes. Can you show a dragonfly? I have a video of a pink dragonfly. There was a dragonfly actually laying eggs in this little pond up here a while ago, but he's already flew off. If I see a dragonfly, I'll film him, but I do have a video that I've posted. I've got 2 short videos of a pink dragonfly, and I can show you something else though if it's still there. You know, a dragonfly, just like a mosquito, when they're a baby, they live in the water, and then when they're an adult, they fly around in the air. And that pink dragonflies, it's not a cocoon. I don't know what you would call it. When they shed their skin and they go from living in the water to flying, they shed their skin and they leave it. And I could show you where that pink dragonfly emerged out of the water. I meant to show it on the other video, but I wound up cutting trees with my chainsaw and forgetting to go back and show it, and I hope it's still there. But he had crawled out of this when you come out. Oh, they want to see there? See those little shells? Those 2 shells? That's where the baby dragonflies, when they crawl out of the water, they've crawled up this post and they've shed their skin. I hope I've already lost the phone in the pond. Let me make sure I'm holding this real good before I try to show better. Oh, the pole's leaning. I don't want to fall in the pond. But that's where the dragonfly comes up out of the water. Those white and black dragonflies with red on their wings, but their wings look like flags. You know, in my life, I've never seen a pink dragonfly that's all the way pink. They're normally blue and green around here, or brown, or tan, but mostly blue and green. And I saw that pink dragonfly, and I was telling my buddy at work, Gabe, and he said that he saw, I think he said in Baxley, or he might have said somewhere else, he saw 2 pink dragonflies. So I guess we're gonna start seeing more of them. Just watching like a million of my videos. Oh, and guess what? I still haven't smoked anymore. And I'm not coughing up no more blood. I still cough up some stuff every now and then, but I have completely quit smoking, and I don't even crave it anymore. As a matter of fact, we were on a job site today, and I could smell that the other construction workers were smoking, and I still didn't have any craving. I didn't have any desire to smoke. So I'm done with the smoking. So now I've done quit everything. I still drink a cup of coffee from time to time, and I don't really think anything's wrong with it, but I used to drink like 4 or 5 cups of coffee. Used to smoke, used to, and like way before that, I used to do all kind of stuff. And now I'm just all the way sober, and I don't know why. Like every other time I tried to quit smoking, it seemed so hard to do. And this time, it wasn't so hard. Now, it was hard on Brittany because she said, I would be ill. But now I'm kind of over that. I don't get in a bad mood about it anymore. But I'll try to get some more videos of dragonflies. A lot of times they'll perch on these little trees. A lot of times they'll show up after I show up because, I'm sweating. That attracts gnats. The dragonflies are kind of scared of me. They don't want to get too close to me, but they want to eat the gnats that fly around me. But then when the gnats start noticing the dragonflies, they get gone too. Live, I mean, the second you went live, I clicked. Well, thank you. I think let me see what time it is. It's 6:40, so I got 20 minutes before I got to pick up Brittany. I've been missing her. I say get before. I'm gonna go ahead and turn the water off before I forget to turn it off. I am really, 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 really in need of a lawnmower. I'm gonna buy one soon. I was in an accident. I forget what year. It was when I worked for Cherokee Landscape Supply. But this old woman, she couldn't cut her grass. And she said she'll pay me $50 to cut her grass for her, which turned into negative $50,000. Because what happened was I had missed this small patch of grass. Like I was cutting the grass, and there was a thin strip of grass that I missed. And I was thinking, well, you know what? I'll just pull the lawnmower backwards and get that little piece I missed. And people do that all the time, cutting grass, When I see people do it, I tell them, hey, don't do that, but they don't really take it too seriously. But in the ground, buried in the ground, was a fence post that was sticking up maybe just 2 inches higher than the rest of the ground. And I didn't know it was behind me. And when I went to back up, I tripped and fell. And a lawnmower, you squeeze that bar up under the handle, and that's the safety. If you let go of it, it'll stop the lawnmower. You got to hold it together to keep the lawnmower running. But you also have an instinct that when you're falling, you want to hold on. You don't really want to let go. And so I tripped and I fell backwards, and I tripped over. The post made me trip, but I think there was a pile of wood further back or something. And when I tripped and fell, it pulled the lawnmower over my left foot. And I don't even know if it cut my foot till I went to I think it did cut my foot. There was a lot of trauma, and it kind of happened fast. But when I went to pick up the lawnmower, it tilted. I think it cut my foot worse. And I was scared when I grabbed it because I was like, oh man, I'm probably about to cut my fingers off. And it cut up my toe. It looked like a flower. It had my big toe broken in 3 places. The toe beside it broke. The toe beside that, I think the toe beside that was broken 2 places, and the toe beside that was fractured. So, and then the top of my foot was cut around. The lawnmower blade just spinning around, chewing up my left foot. And so it broke the lawnmower. And and then I've never bought a lawnmower since then, and I really need one. And I've cut grass for people since then. I was right when it happened, but I'm not really scared to cut grass. But you know, I need to buy another lawnmower. You see, it turns your lungs black, but if you stop, you can live a much better life. I appreciate that. You know, it really did help. You know, and it also reminded me of when I was younger and I was trying to get my granddaddy to quit smoking. But they say I seen these advertisements for some kind of spray or something that's got a plant called, I think it's called mullein or something like that. And they say that it helps your lungs cleanse themselves. It'll help you cough up stuff and clean your lungs out. And then also sea moss. I have sea moss. It's supposed to help. But I'm going to, eventually I'm going to, you know, I get paid at midnight. And I'll probably go on Amazon and buy some of that mullein. I might not be saying it right. But it's plant-based anyway. And it's supposed to help clean out your lungs. And also, I'm going to go on a fast and let my body produce more human growth hormone. And you know, while you eat, your body's building. But while you fast, it does a lot of regeneration. And so I'm thinking, you know, there is damage that's just kind of done from working in concrete and smoking, but some of it can be reversed. I'm not going to say all of it can be, but and I am looking after my health. I have a wheel rote, so because I got scared when I was coughing up blood, but I think I'm going to be all right. It's the second time in my life I've rode a wheel. But I do appreciate it because I don't know, you know, I don't know. You've really helped me. You know, Brittany helped me too. You know, she was telling me about how she was proud of me for quitting smoking, and you was talking about how you cared about me and how it wasn't healthy. And you know, if you wouldn't have said anything, I would have probably kept just smoking, you know. I just kept smoking on the live streams. But then I was like, dang, I can't smoke on the live stream. Ravenheart's gonna see it and say something about it. And then eventually, you know, I went to quit a few times and I had a few relapses or whatever. But now I'm really done with the smoking. And it's good to, you know, because hey, breathing air is very important. You know, your lungs are important. See, it's not, what month is this? August? I don't know, there's a lot of houses around here that have been toilet papered. A lot of teachers' houses got toilet papered in the city of Alamo, this little small town. And most teachers, it's almost like a tradition. It happens every year. Might even happen twice a year. I think it happens like graduation and homecoming or something like that. I don't really even know. But there was one of the teachers called the police. But in their defense, they warned the students. They said, if you toilet paper my house, I'm calling the police. And they toilet papered all the other teachers' house, and those teachers didn't care, but they toilet papered the wrong teacher's house, and they called the police, and those kids that toilet papered that teacher's house got arrested. But I do appreciate it. I do appreciate saying something about me. Contributing factor to me quitting smoking. And every time I would say that I was going to quit smoking, my brothers would say, "Oh, I don't believe you. You've said that before." Because I quit for like a week or a couple of days, and I'd always go back to it. But this time I've really quit. I'm really done with it, and I'm really I don't miss it. And I probably quit just in time. You know, it was it's okay. See, this isn't Lumber City, but we got a Lumber City street. If you keep going down that way, you can get to Lumber City. See, Mama's building this ice cream shop on top, beside her restaurant. But a Circle K used to be a Flash Foods. And when it was a Flash Foods, you could go pump your gas and then go in and pay. The Circle K makes you pay first. Even though none of us have ever stolen any gas. I mean, you would be on camera. It wouldn't be smart to steal gas. But it's so much more convenient because you don't always know how much it's going to cost to fill up. But, you know, in this economy, not many people are filling up anymore. You get $20, $40 of gas at a time. I don't know about if I'm going to film these people in the wrist. Oh, there's Brittany. There's Brittany. She's working till 7. I ain't going to walk around the drive-thru because there's somebody in the drive-thru. This is my mama's restaurant. You see she got all kind of like, almost like it's all kind of country stuff in there. I've been digging in the creek bed and I'm all dirty and stuff. I don't really want to go in there and have the mud on my shoes, get in the restaurant or anything, do all that. Oh man. That's there. Some police cars parked. Should have stayed the property longer. I left early. Now I'll be waiting around 10 minutes for Brittany to get off, and she'll probably be sweeping the floor or something. She probably won't get off exactly at 7. Because there's just some people in the restaurant, they like it as a hangout spot, and they just don't want to leave. You know, everybody's being nice to them, but they don't want to just kick them out and be like, get out of here. We got to go home. But it's like that sometimes. Oh, this is... Over here, this first house over here, that's where old Tina and Jess and, you know, I don't know if he's been on any of my videos, but I got 2 good friends, Lee Sunday and Kyle Massey, and Lee Sunday's sister and his family and stuff. A lot of them live at this house. It used to be Baron Richardson. I used to have a different friend that lived, or did he live the next house over? No, that's where he lived. Baron Richardson used to live there. He was wild. He's moved to Macon now. I don't recommend moving to Macon. Too many people get shot there, and there's too much violent crime in Macon. Hey, there's Mr. David. He's the one I said he's got a nephew that's a cop that's actually a good cop, a good man. I don't think nothing bad of him. He's a good man. There are some good cops in Wheeler County. There's just only 3 of them. Oh, there's a squirrel. What's he doing? Did I already miss him? Where did he go? Is he across the power? There he is. What's that squirrel got? He's got something in his mouth. Is it a baby squirrel? I can't really see it. It ain't zoomed in enough. And my glasses are a little bit fogged up. He's going somewhere with it. He's stopping. I think he knows I'm recording him. I don't know. I just let him have it. Got a Philly cheesesteak sandwich. Now, if y'all are ever in Alamo and you come to Lori's Drive-In, you could get pizza, you could get fried ice cream, you could get Mexican cheese dip and tacos, you could get a Philly cheesesteak sandwich, you can get fried catfish, you can get hamburgers, hot dogs, french fries. squash casserole. Like they have all kind of stuff here. I work in between J&K Creations and working for All Pro Seamless Gutters and more. I work LLC. I worked at my mama's restaurant, and I like to finish something before I go on to the next task. And you've got to time it right. Like, different things that you cook, get ready at different times. So you do part of this order and part of that order and all. And they said I did a good job there, but the job stressed me out. Some people like it, but I just hate to be almost done with something and have to stop and do something else constantly. And they got a big menu, so. Oh, this. See that cactus plant there? It makes these purple fruits that are edible, but they're not very tasty. They don't really taste all that good. I think the man that used to live there died. When he died, all his dogs, it's like there was the man that, or he might still be alive. One of these people had a lot of dogs. One of these people had a lot of cats. And then their animals, when they died, were like let loose in town, and they were everywhere. Eventually, people adopted them. Whew. See, I wish a dragonfly would show up right now. I don't know, they ain't showing up on camera, but there's a few gnats flying around. It keeps a lot of people out of the south. If you go above the fall line, there's not that many gnats. They used to say there was no gnats above the fall line, but I know for a fact that's not true anymore. Now, they don't stay year-round, but sometimes gnats make their way above the fall line. There used to be no gnats in Dawsonville whatsoever, but there are now. And one of the reasons is the growth of Atlanta, because cities are hotter than the surrounding countryside. All the trees and stuff offer shade that cools the land. But once people cut all the trees down in Dawsonville and everywhere between Atlanta and there, they cut so many trees down and built so many parking lots and roads and buildings, and it heats up the temperature. And, all the business and stuff. Cities just generate heat. And now, not in the wintertime, but when it gets really hot in the summer, some gnats will make their way up above the fall line, but then they die in the winter. But down here, there's just always gnats, really. And some people from Maryland come down here and drove them crazy. Couldn't stand it. You just learn to do things without really thinking about it, like blink and twitch and make little movements to keep the gnats from flying in your eyes and nose. There's a bunch of crows. These crows have been moving in. See, the crows, they like to hang out on the water tower. There used to not be very many crows. Every now and then you would see a crow, but anytime you saw a crow, it was being chased off by mockingbirds. Mockingbirds and magpies and catbirds. They would always attack crows and drive them off. But now, like when I was a young boy, you might see one or two crows. You'd see them in North Georgia and stuff, but there's almost no crows in Wheeler County, just a few here and there. Mostly it was buzzards that ate up all the dead stuff. But now the crows are moving in, and they're eating the babies of other birds, and they're just like kind of taking over. There's starting to be more and more crows. I have kind of mixed feelings about crows. On one hand, I do like the crows, but now there's not as many blue jays and brown thrashers and and parrots do it too. Wherever parrots, like people's pet parrots, get out in the city and stuff, parrots normally outcompete the other birds. But crows are cool. Like you can befriend a crow. Some crows can even talk, and they're smarter. And you don't want to get on the crow's bad side though, because they hold grudges. But they also they return favors too. If you're good to the crow will be good to you. If you're bad to the crow will be bad to you. And he'll tell other crows about you too. But That's like one of their big meeting spots is on top of the watchtower, the water tower. Did you miss anything? Not really. I'm just killing time until Brittany gets off of work. I walked around the restaurant. I looked in the I was talking about the crows on the watchtower. I'll post a video later. You know, like, sometimes I get upset and I go on these rants. And what other people don't see is what pops up in my timeline. And like the people that email me, because, you know, from time to time, I get a few death threats. From time to time, there's some people that live around where I live that talk about that white people aren't human, that we're part animal or demon, that God's going to kill us all, that the sun's going to heat up and kill us all. And we ain't really done nothing to them. It's just they get online and they listen to the Hebrew Israelites and they say we're Edomites and we're all going to be killed and stuff. And, you know, I just don't think any race has a monopoly on being a human. I think we're all human for sure. You know, I think it's ridiculous. I don't think that, but we really haven't been doing, I mean, we don't really hurt anybody. We're just going to work and minding our own business. And then, you know, sometimes a lot of hateful stuff gets said about me and my people. And then I go on rants and say stuff. And then I regret it later. I'm not really trying to hurt people's feelings. But there's a lot of stuff I would have kept to myself and never said. And a lot of stuff I would have been a lot slower to believe. But I don't know. It's 7 o'clock. Okay, now they tripping. Brittany's supposed to be off of work by now. And really, it's understood that when you close at the restaurant, that's kind of the time you try to get the customers out of there by. You still got to sweep. You still got to clean up. You still got. Oh, there's my sister. That's my sister, Gracie. I'm gonna come in here. I'm flipping the camera to Mika. She already, how old are you?
12.
She's 12. That's not a real hair. Fraud. Fraud. Hey, Mama. I love you. Yeah, they probably do. There's like a gender bias. You really do get all kind of likes and comments. Everything blows up faster. But I also say a lot of stuff YouTube don't like. And I have bad camera work and stuff. Actually, Gracie, I got like 220 something subscribers now.
Well,
I'm starting to get
I only got 7 subscribers.
Oh, so you was talking all that smack. You talking about
No,
you.
I'm talking about how many likes I've got.
Oh.
And I just went more money.
What's this one say? Mama, you making threats over here? What's this? Oh, it says phones away. Enjoy the day. There's my phone out.
So you didn't do that.
What? Fried cheesecake. If you're rude to a crow and hurt it, it will pass down for a generational grudge. Yeah. This is so rude. Oh, that's a pretty thing.
Hey, and give them one of those little oranges. That's what those are. Oranges.
Hey, Mama. One day, when I haven't been digging in the swamp.
Yeah.
Whoa, Mama. Mama, what have you been doing? You got a sign up here that said you tired of hiding bodies. Not doing warning shots.
I'm running out of running.
Like a lot of the other stuff is welcoming, but this is like threatening. Like,
Well, that's because it's squashed in the kitchen. It's supposed to make the kitchen part of
oh, keep them out of the kitchen.
They don't got it. Oh yeah, listen, Mama, you know we're ready to say.
Wait, zoom out. What's this say? I guess. What's that say? What doesn't kill you makes you stronger, except bears. Bears will kill you. This is what doesn't kill you. So, I haven't owned chickens myself. I don't know how accurate that statement really is. Unless I said they broke bread in their homes and ate together with glad and sincere hearts. What's that? Acts 2:36. A banana. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
What? What'd she say?
Get one. Go get one.
A banana?
Yeah.
Where they at? What's these keys go to? Is that an old jail? Oh, it's the keys to the city?
Yeah.
Wait, from Alamo?
Yeah.
When mommy?
That was not very mine.
I believed you.
Oh, I'm sorry. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, for people and people.
Best in town. I'm glad you got 4,700 subscribers. That's awesome. And you deserve them too. What's this say? For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Not harm the plans to give you a hope and a future. It's made of arrows. All right. Well, got them bananas. Run away, run away.
Would you just get your shopping? Oh wait, hold on. I'm not leaving, but I'm trying to put stuff in the car. This job.
I like to wait. Brittany doesn't. Brittany likes bananas when they like
No,
this.
I don't.
You don't even like bananas at all?
No,
I like bananas when they don't have any brown spots on the inside,
Yeah.
but they got a little bit of brown spots on the outside, and they get sweeter. And if you put them in the refrigerator, the peeling's going to turn brown really fast, but the inside of the banana is not going to go bad. And I think they taste better cold and sliced thin. And I don't think it's in my head. I think it's a real thing. I think you got more surface area of the banana on your taste buds. They are making progress, but I think if they got an all-pro out here to build it, it'd have been built by now. I think B could have built it by itself faster. I don't need to talk trash on the workers. I don't know. Maybe it's just because I work for All-Pro. But actually, I think it's the truth too. I know how to wire houses. I went to Lanier Tech to learn how to be an electrician. It's really crazy that I'm not doing that and making more money instead of what I'm doing. But I was kind of forced into it. I felt really pressured by my dad to do it. And then that made me not want to do it. But anytime like when Mama had her beauty shop, I was able to wire it. And whenever I when I wired up my pump to the pond, I knew how to do it. Or when I wire up my building. So it's a good skill to have. It's good to know how to be an electrician. But I guess it's kind of dumb to know how to do it and then not profit off of it. Oh, save my banana for later. Like I see, I got a respirator because All Pro cares about my life. They ain't making me inhale fiberglass. I can filter it out, which is awesome. I'd still be working at J&K if they wouldn't have been too greedy to buy a respirator. I had to bleed, cough up blood, and they still don't want to buy a respirator. They threatened me. They were like, look, if you don't keep working in this concrete, we're going to cut your pay back to minimum wage. And I was making like $15 an hour. And they're like, we'll just get you to do other stuff and hire some Mexicans to do concrete. Well, I was offended because I'd worked for them 8 years. I'm about to die. I'm coughing up blood. I can't walk from here to here without giving out a breath. And they're telling me it's because I'm with the wrong girlfriend or I'm not right with God. The concrete isn't harmful. And every bag of concrete says it causes damage to your internal organs and gives you cancer. It doesn't say may cause cancer. It says repeated exposure causes cancer. It's got all these warning labels on it, and they're like, well, if you had faith and believed, then you wouldn't get cancer. And it's like, nah, you should buy your workers a respirator mask, really. And so I just quit. I don't think they expected I was going to quit like that. I've always had a job lined up before I left a job, but I was just I was offended. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to take a vacation. Me and Brittany, we swang on the swing set and hang out at the park. And we went and, I was sick. I was bad sick at that time. I thought I might die, actually. And I took about a week off. And then I went to work at the restaurant. And then I worked for All Pro. And, but the 3 Mexicans they hired to replace me all quit. And then they hired some more people. I don't know what they're doing. I don't keep up with it. But you got to buy your workers a respirator mask. I ain't the kind of guy to sue or, because it's kind of my safety's my responsibility too. Like, I should have bought myself a respirator mask, or I should have just quit the job earlier instead of continuously working there or something. You almost died at birth. That's something we have in common, man. I'd like to hear your story. See, with me, I didn't breathe when I was born. Like, they were spanking me, trying to get me to breathe. And I wouldn't breathe. And they had to, like, suction stuff out my lungs. And but I did live. I lived. And I'm glad you lived, too. How did you almost die at birth, Ravenheart? You was meant to be here. Some dark force tried to stop it from happening, but it was meant to be. I'm glad you're here. And I think a lot of people are. A lot of people enjoy your videos. They're very entertaining and fun. They're fun to watch. The mask, is it Stormtrooper mask? It's a nice I lost. Oh, so like the umbilical cord? You stop getting food through your umbilical cord or something? Oh, your umbilical cord was detaching or something. But you was born on Mother's Day, just in time. Well, I'm glad you survived. I'm glad you was born.
Hey, baby.
Hey, baby.
I'm off. I'm done.
That's good. Hey, I left that chocolate bar in here and it melted into
What chocolate bar?
I bought a dark chocolate bar.
Ew.
Ooh, that's a good one.
What you got me?
I don't want to talk about that. These potato chips, this Sprite chill.
You drink half of it.
I
got you food. I got you a Philly sub with jalapenos, right?
Yeah.
That's what you wanted?
I did. Thank you. I got you that banana. I got you
a banana. Look. Another one.
I got you some money I'll send you. You want to go to the store?
Yes.
All right,
baby.
What is it?
Are you alive?
Oh, Ravenheart almost died when he was in the womb. The umbilical cord coming apart or whatever. But he was born on Mother's Day.
That's what happened. He's crying.
Oh yeah, his grandyoungin died from it though.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, and you died. She was about to give birth, and like she was like 8 months.
that's sad.
Yeah.
You know what I saw today on YouTube?
What?
This woman was comparing having a baby to a tapeworm, talking about she'd kill her baby if she wanted to. And I didn't comment, but I almost said like, dang it, a tapeworm probably wouldn't even kill their own baby. That's just horrible. So now I'm the person that helps you today. Oh, thank you. I'm gonna get some cameras eventually and set them up and try
Your
to start
mama said she's
making.
gonna get you something to go in the vehicle.
Oh yeah, that'd be awesome. I do want cameras under the seat.
Under the seat.
In other places too. Well, I mean, because that's where they can.
Go here though.
Yeah, it'd be good to have a camera up there. But I'd also like to get a camera where if they try to plant something or something like that, and they're trying to plant something where the body camera can't see it, I can catch them doing it.
Well,
I love you. This is what I'm talking about. I'll get off live in a second, baby.
no, you're fine.
Oh, I thought you would say. See,
No, because I supposed to got my finger earlier.
I was telling them on the live about how these teachers got their house toilet papered. What teacher was it that got pops on them?
I don't know. It was some new one.
Oh, yeah. They don't know about the tradition. Oh, they
Yeah, he
don't care.
warned him not to do it.
Oh, yeah. He said, don't you do that. I'll call the law.
Maybe I was worried about a little bit earlier when I see that picture.
Hello? I think you'd be okay. Unless it's still like that.
No, it went back in.
Yeah, he's just growing.
Maybe because he just.
It's good that you help a lot of people.
Who?
Ravenheart.
Oh.
Hey, there's a guy that commented on my video. He didn't like the video with the dump trailer dumping the insulation. Because really, he was waiting to watch it fall. And I thought it was going to fall when I started filming it, but it didn't. So I had to go and start pulling stuff out to get it to fall. And I can't just stand there with the phone when I'm getting paid to work, I had to start dumping it so the camera doesn't, while I'm working, the camera didn't like. I went and got some 2x4 pried open and I had to help him tell him if it was falling when he's backing up and braking and all that. So I just wasn't able to film the whole thing falling. It would have been cool though if it would have just failed. It would have been a cool video.
Maybe some water so make
Ravenheart
the
still
tea
liked
out.
it though. Yes, we do. I'm glad you said that because I would have forgot. This is the Dollar General where a wild hog has been spotted.
Well, right above. Right above.
Yeah, across from Dollar General on that section of woods. Across there, there's a lot of acorns, a lot of glowworms, which I don't think the glowworms have anything to do with the hog, but I'm just saying. I've been in those woods and there's a lot of acorns, and if you go there at night and you move the oak leaves, you can see the dirt glowing from so many glowworms in the dirt.
Are you walking with me?
I am.
You got money or you want me to bring my
I
money?
do. B found my billfold in my truck.
I mean, you didn't get paid yet, have you?
I can overdraft up to 100 penalty free, and I still got some money. I still got money from before.
Oh, so you don't need any money? I mean,
No, we got money, and then I get paid at midnight too. How much should we need for here?
you walking into it?
I'm walking into.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm about to get off the live. Yep, I'm done smoking.
Yeah, I'm proud of you. Your mama told you. She was proud of
Yep,
you.
Mama says she's proud of me. Brittany says
proud
she's
of
proud of me. Ravenheart's glad he's, I probably would have kept smoking till I killed myself. But
Yeah.
I'm glad.
You're my
glad.
baby. I love you.
I love you too. I'm gonna go in this store, and
I'm gonna kiss you.
I'll get on live later, y'all. Have a good day.